Shane Whitewood, work for FCS Construction. I'm the equipment fleet manager for the whole company as far as the assets that we run day to day in the dirt. Equipment is the lifeblood of our company. We are so asset intensive. It's not uncommon to have $1 million worth of equipment on a $250,000 job or really a $100,000 job. As you can see, some of these units are big and they're expensive, but you have to have a water truck if you're in the dirt business, and you have to have support machines throughout other than your core machines to really make it efficient. When I first came to FCS in 2012, we were significantly smaller and we were able to operate a little differently. We realized fairly quickly that we were going to have a fairly large growth cycle with what was going on in Texas. So we decided to invest in an equipment software because we needed to be more consistent with what we knew we were going to grow into. With E360 having hourly meter reportings every day, you can go back and hit edit meter and see what you did. So you can tie that to the hours that were recorded in a heavy job for the day, and you can see where your utilization was, idle time, run time, possible work time, all of those things, and you can get quite accurate. Our utilization rate is around 93%. Uptime, the best we can figure. I'll tell you that we really couldn't measure it before like we can now. So the most valuable part for E360 for us is keeping track of PM services. We are religious at how we bring the hours from the machines into 360 automatically and set alerts so we don't miss those PM services. And then we have manners set in order to get those scheduled efficiently, get them completed efficiently, and then get the information back as far as oil samples efficiently, all of which can be found in 360 by serial number in the documents area. So that's, I'd say, by far the most important aspect. In our company, we have a guy that monitors the alerts for PM services on machines through E360, and he basically, when an alert pops up, he then opens a work order, schedules that service with the vendor that we have contracted to do that service. That vendor then completes the service, closes the work order. Keith puts it in E360, closes it with those hours, it resets the alerts. Then I get the oil samples that come from that service and I analyze them to make sure the machine is performing like it's supposed to, it doesn't have any compartmental issues. Those documents are all loaded into the documents portion of E360. Brian uses E360 to keep track of actual mechanic work is done on machines and loaded. So most parts that you buy from vendors come with a warranty. So if he loaded it in a 360, he could go back and look and say, oh yeah, this thing, even though we paid for it not knowingly, Shane can go back and get us a credit based on what we have stored here in 360. So, not only maybe that saves time, but it also could save you money. So E360 worked really well for us because when you entered complete machine information under the general category, you then had all of these different tabs for that machine specifically without having to jump around. It was easy to use, it was easy to read, it was easy to import stuff, it was easy to export stuff, it was easy to print reports. So, as going through the training, it kind of sealed it up as, hey, this is something that we know we can use. Without a doubt, Equipment 360 has saved us a lot of time in many different categories. There's 3 people in our company that touch E360 on a daily basis, and all 3 of us are more efficient based on the information that we're allowed to enter, find, and utilize in that software. Well, since really the last 3 years, Equipment 360 has been pretty much everything to me. It allows me to go to one source and find pretty much everything I need to operate, as far as keeping the fleet going. But it is a very, very viable tool in helping keep track of a 150 unit fleet for maximum operation time.